Hi everyone, hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. It's going to dive into Ethereum. Once again, thanks for your support. Okay, big up the CoinsKid crew. So yeah, thank you across the board for sharing is caring, honestly, and the likes, the comments and everything. I really appreciate the likes that you leave on these videos, okay? And obviously your membership in the CoinsKid community there across the whole board. Thanks for your support, and I'm glad you really enjoy these videos. So yeah, you know, you're fully aware right now we're super bullish on crypto, full stop. We're going through a correction, you know that, and as long as we hold support, you're looking good for continuation, and that's the truth of it. Okay, we've got really overextended, coming back to earth, we're holding support relatively well, and we're looking for that continuation. Now I've got my eye on Ethereum, obviously for obvious reasons I don't need to go into, but you know Ethereum is first mover advantage, isn't it, in the smart contract space? And it is, you know, just look at the developer portal on GitHub, okay, how busy it is and how much adoption is going on right now with Ethereum. Okay, you know there's a particular upgrade to Ethereum, okay, you're fully aware of that as well. I don't need to go down that avenue with you, but it is a beast, and I will keep saying this, it is an absolute monster, okay, in disguise, and I do see it being a multi-trillion dollar market cap. I really do, honestly. But again, I've not got a crystal ball, but what I want to show you is it's looking good for continuation in my book until we start to lose key levels of support, okay, and we do enter a bit of a bear market. Then for me, I'm looking at Elliott wave theory, the extension here, the wave 5 coming into fruition, and I'm looking at the Fibonacci retracement extension right here, the 1618, okay, taking us up to $8,441 per Ethereum token. Now I'm going to show you something absolutely insane here, okay, for Ethereum, and you may think I'm absolutely mental and off my rocker, but I want to reassure you that Bitcoin has got to these particular targets in the past, and a lot of projects are getting there as well, so it's not completely off the table. I'm not necessarily saying this cycle, potentially it's a future cycle, perhaps not this cycle, but most definitely the next cycle. I would imagine that this is what you're looking at for Ethereum, and you know, and this is the sort of thing where, you know, dollar cost averaging comes into play, buying and going to the beach comes into play, and not looking at everyday prices, because this is a long-term projection for Ethereum. Potentially in this cycle. I'm not saying 100% in this cycle. I'm very confident of the 1618 extension right here for Ethereum, okay? But what I'm going to do is show you right now a potential play for Ethereum, not necessarily this cycle, but in the next cycle, okay, after we do enter a bit of a bear market right here. If we was to sort of get overextended here and roll back into a bit of a bear market, come back down to a key level of support right there, then this is where you could see the next cycle coming in for Ethereum. Who knows, potentially this cycle, and I will show you some technical analysis right now that could potentially back up that theory, okay, so potentially, you know, if you do get up to the 2.272 Fibonacci extension right here for Ethereum, you are looking at a whopping 55,565 per Ethereum token. And from here right now, that appreciation is a whopping 2,268% upside from here for Ethereum. Okay, so let's say, for example, let's measure this wave 5. As you're fully aware, if anyone's watching this and aware of Elliott wave theory, okay, you know that the wave 5 in Elliott wave theory can sometimes be as long as the wave 3, okay, but it is usually equals to wave 1, if not a little bit longer. It is usually the second longest wave. So let's say from here we have bottomed out for Ethereum, okay, for theory's sake, we have bottomed out here and we're starting to get a march on, we're starting to paint reversal patterns, and I will go a bit deeper into the analysis in a moment. But if we have bottomed out here for Ethereum and we're holding support, look, we're holding the weekly 20 really well, aren't we? Okay, and we have bottomed out here. Let's measure this wave 5, okay, so what we'll do, measure wave 5 up to that projection right there. That's 388%, okay, upside from the bottom. So, you know, this wave 1 from there to the peak was roughly 363%. So again, that's roughly 20% more longer than wave 1. So that's great. That ties in with Elliott wave theory. But let's take a look at this particular projection. Let's say we did, I don't know, somewhere up there, 55k, got up to that particular projection. Now let's measure this wave, okay? Let's measure wave 5. From there to there is roughly 3,170%. Okay, so that's an extremely massive upside for Ethereum. Let's measure wave 2. So wave 2 is a whopping 5,000%. So, you know, wave 5 is still smaller than wave 3, and this is a potential play. So do not take it off the table, okay? Do not eliminate the fact that we could see a 55k Ethereum token in this bull run. Now what I'm going to do is show you some technical analysis that could back that theory up right now, okay? look at the RSI. I drew this trend line in a very long time ago. Now, is this signaling the bottom for Ethereum right here? Okay, is this the bottom? I'm not saying it is, but you do need to pay attention to these trend lines, okay? Because as you can see in previous bull runs, trend lines in the RSI do come into play. You got support, 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 and another level of support, okay? And you're bouncing off it right now. Is this the bottom for Ethereum? Are we going to start to see the march on of this two-part bull run for crypto? Okay, do anticipate that. This is why I'm showing you this video and doing this update for you. Look at the stock RSI. It's in the floor, and you've just started to form a bullish cross. Okay, look, bullish cross, beautiful. So potentially, I'm not saying it is, but the bottom may be in for Ethereum, and we may be looking at the new form of the fifth wave, taking us up to these particular price projections up here for Ethereum. Now, also, what I want to show you is that potentially, if you've started to form the fifth wave now, and you're doing something like this, projectively, you could get to this level in the RSI, which is a previous overbought level before you got the rollover, and then another high in that previous cycle just there. Do you see that? So do anticipate that this is a fantastic entry point to, short, not necessarily short, take a bit of profit, and then buy back cheaper on the dip and potentially have a second upswing just there for Ethereum. So yeah, I mean, it's looking relatively healthy and relatively good, isn't it, Ethereum? You're holding key levels of support, the weekly 20. It had a whopping correction, didn't it? I think it collapsed something like 50-60% in a day or something, did Ethereum. It's a whopping correction right there, but it has held a key level of support, and it is doing really, really well against Bitcoin at the moment. So do anticipate that the bottom potentially is in for Ethereum, because we've bounced off this on a weekly stock RSI, and it's a beautiful trend line that it is adhering to. And again, you could say that if Ethereum does roll over here and falls under this and hits it head, that could be your bear market, okay? And potentially, you could enter a bear market here for Ethereum and potentially creating a deeper wave 4 pullback, because this is what we're trying to do in the channel. We're trying to find this wave 4 pullback right here, okay, and find the bottom of this ABC correction. This could come as deep as you like, as long as it doesn't lose the wave 1 high, which is down there, okay, which would invalidate this Elliott wave theory. As long as you don't lose that wave 1 high of Elliott wave theory, which currently sits at $363, then you're still in play with Elliott wave theory. Do you see that? Okay, so you can come and you can have a bit of a bear market, come back down, test key level of support, continuation, form wave 5, and you're looking at the continuation up here to the 1618 extension, and who knows, get overextended up to the 55k just there. So yeah, that is something that's still in play, and you've always got to anticipate everything. But so far so good. Ethereum is holding support relatively well, okay, on the weekly 20. It's looking relatively strong, and who knows, we could absolutely go on from here, and get this bounce off this stock RSI, and this in itself is a massive signal that you found the bottom in this wave 4 correction, which this is right now, okay, this wave 4 correction or continuation of wave 5 up to them projections just there, taking us up to the 1618 extension, 8k, and who knows, may enter the mania phase and go to this 55k for Ethereum in this bull run. No one's got a crystal ball, okay? So I'll always just tell you what I see. So far it's looking relatively healthy. So what I'm going to do right now is zoom in on the 4-hourly time frame for you for Ethereum, okay? So just jumping into Ethereum on the 4-hourly time frame, then you can see that this particular breakdown this played out. It's a beautiful short opportunity for those that watched the previous Ethereum videos. I will try and update Ethereum a little bit more and add it as part of the daily updates, okay? Because you can see from that break there, this ascending triangle, okay, which usually obviously is a bullish pattern. If you're coming up into it, you break to the upside. If you're coming down into it, there's high probability of continuation. It's basically a continuation pattern, but they are equally, they can flip, they can reverse as well. It's all about breaking resistance or losing support. That's when you trade upon those breaks and confirmation, okay? And you can see that you lost support here, you came up head, so it had a destination. You can see the destination for this particular breakdown obviously is fully aware from there to there, and you can see once you've lost support, this is where you go short, and you can see that Ethereum's come down and met that target, hasn't it? So that was a fantastic short opportunity for any of those that took that, because that was a 32% short on Ethereum, and obviously it came down and it's bounced off a target. So right now Ethereum is looking relatively bullish, as you're fully aware. This is the 4-hourly time frame. You've got back above the EMAs here. You're holding the support, which is great. This signifies an uptrend. There is a bit of a rising wedge just there. We'll show you this, and like I've shown you before in previous videos, they don't always have to necessarily reverse. They can be a bit of a continuation pattern. Okay, so you could say that Ethereum does break this key level of resistance right here. You know, if you break this level of resistance, you've got a breakup target, and I'll give you that target right now. So it's from there to there. And basically, if Ethereum was to break this level of resistance along this apex as it gets closer and closer up here, you know, this resistance just there, this way you could see a lovely pump coming back up to this particular level of resistance that you have found a strong resistance on the way down. Do you see this? Because this is what we're looking for. We're looking for the big reversal here. Now this zone here, this particular zone, this is a really key level of resistance. Do you see this? So I'm going to drop this in so you're fully aware of this. Now if you want to sit on the sidelines and wait for a reversal pattern and a confirmation statement, obviously you're fully aware on the daily time frame you're looking at the EMAs. Okay, you're looking at a bullish cross on the EMAs just here, which you've not got yet. At the minute you're above the 20, which is great. You've been above it for a few days here. Now you're consolidating in a range there and hopefully build up a bit of steam, get back above the 55, start to drag it over your shoulder, and you're creating that bullish cross, okay, and a continuation of this reversal for Ethereum. But, you know, as you're fully aware, you know, the primary key of resistance that you do need to see broken here is this, the 28.883, because if you're getting above that, you're getting above this beautiful level of resistance just here. You can see it's strong, strong, strong resistance, okay? And this is what made you break down and lose support, basically, and come down to this level here. Now, these rising wedges, as you're fully aware, these are reversal patterns, but obviously, you know, there is a percentage of them that do break down. And as you're fully aware, this is where you will come back down to where you formed it. So if you do start to lose support now of this rising wedge, okay, because you can see it's some kind of tightening rising wedge. Do you see this? And if you do lose support, this is where you will want to put a little short in again. Lose support, go short. Do you remember that? So if you lose support along this support line of the rising wedge, this is where you potentially come back down to where you form the wedge. So you will be looking at an $1,800 Ethereum token, and from there, if you was to lose support wherever it lost support, okay, you will be looking at a whopping 20% correction right there for Ethereum. You know, and it doesn't mean it's going to zero, and like I've said to you, still holding support relatively well. But on the weekly time frame, I am super bullish on Ethereum long term. I am, but on the weekly time frame, like I've said to you before, you've not backtested this 55. So this for me, you know, I would love to see a backtest of this 55 personally. It doesn't mean it has to come though, but for me, you know, just to backtest it and hold it as support, that would be beautiful in my book, okay, because you've not actually backtested it since way down there, since you got the bullish cross. So buy and go to the beat signal from CoinsKid last May, is it, down there for Ethereum, you know, after you got that V-shaped recovery there, the corona dump. You've not backtested the red line, which is a 55 EMA on the weekly time frame for a very, very long time. You know, if you can continue to do this like this and go a little bit choppy, a little bit sideways, and hit your head on resistance of the daily 20, you know, eventually, hopefully, the actual 55 EMA can actually come up to you and you can get that retest and hold a support instead of having a huge rollover and a huge correction to come down to it and hold its support. So do anticipate that is what it's looking for. It's entering a level of consolidation, boring chop sideways, allowing this 55 EMA to come up and backtest and hold a support. Because for me personally, if it does get that, that's amazing, and that's that continuation tick right there to the upside. So yeah, I mean, it's looking relatively healthy, isn't it, Ethereum? It's looking quite bullish in my opinion, you know, but you are in a bit of a rising wedge pattern here, which obviously, as you're fully aware, is a bit of a reversal pattern. So do anticipate, you know, if you break resistance here, go long. If you lose support, go short, and that's basically it. But you know, I'll always remind you, in a minute, 4 hourly time frame, bullish cross, holding support, uptrend. So it's going to creep you up, creep you up, creep you up, creep you up. Okay, if you continue to hold the 20 on the hourly EMA right there. But what we're going to do again, quickly look at the daily, and like I said to you, you're caught between the EMAs there, so you're consolidating in a range on the daily anyway. So what we do need to see of confirmation of an uptrend here and get the backtest of support is break the 55, okay, break out this rising wedge to the upside, break it, keep going up, break that level of resistance, because if you do break this resistance just here, wow, you're forming a bullish cross. The buy and go to the beat signal from CoinsKid on the daily 55 and the 20 EMA, and it's looking absolutely golden here for Ethereum, and it's looking like we may have got the reversal and the bottom, and we are looking to march on for those Fibonacci extensions right there and Elliott wave 5 in this bull run for Ethereum. So yeah, that's Ethereum. You know, there are some good upgrades coming soon, as you're fully aware, and I think this is driving a lot of the upside to Ethereum, you know, and potentially you're looking at a V-shaped recovery there as well, just like we had for Corona. Okay, look at that, boom, beautiful V-shaped recovery. And like I said to you, you know, look at that. If I do this, look, look, that's a V-shaped recovery in itself. That's how quickly a reversal can come in the market. Okay, you pick up or you lose support in that sense. You know, you got completely overextended, you know, a bit of manipulation with Bitcoin, and boom, within a few days you dumped massively, you know, from this here, from that top to there. Ethereum has corrected a whopping 61%. That's huge, that's massive, but it does happen in bull markets. Okay, you do have those corrections. Look at the history of Bitcoin, look at the history of Ethereum on its way up in previous cycles. It does happen, and it's part and parcel of the game. Unfortunately, it's horrible, it's brutal, but it shakes out the bulls before continuation. And you know, like I said to you, look at this. It's a bit of a lovely V-shaped recovery. What we're looking for is a break of the 55 EMA on the daily, backtest holder support, continuation. You're looking at the bullish cross. If you want to wait for that signal, okay, because like I said to you, you get the bullish cross on the daily, boom, see you later alligator, we're out of here. And look at this V-shaped recovery for the corona dump. So yeah, it's looking relatively healthy, but obviously anything can happen. This is crypto, you're fully aware, but hopefully we can break out and continue in this bull market for Ethereum and get to those price projections that we've got in the channel here for you. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that update today on Ethereum. I will try and keep Ethereum updated in the channel. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay tuned. Take care everyone, bye bye.